Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Liv's Thoughts. We have Liv's niche thoughts today yet again. I want to talk about concept creep. I made a video about this on TikTok and no one understood what the fuck I was talking about. And I'm going to make this video and try to articulate myself a little bit better than I did maybe in my TikTok video, even though I thought I explained it well enough in that video, but maybe my audience is just a little bit younger or just not as interested in these concepts as I am. Number one, concept creep, what is it? Basically, I was thinking about this before I knew the term of it. And to me, what I had originally asked is how far can you stretch a concept before it's no longer the original concept? It's a completely new concept in and of itself. The actual definition, and I did a little bit of research, guys, because I was interested in this after I thought about it for a little bit. And it was popularized in 2016 by Nick Haslam. He was a social psychologist, and basically the definition by his words is the process by which the meaning of concept expands over time, leading to application in new and broader contexts. So when you take a concept such as, I'm going to use stoicism because I had someone comment on my last video about stoicism and how stoicism is a lot more about regulating your emotions than it is about pushing it down. And to me, the people that I have heard talk about stoicism, especially on this lovely little app called YouTube, interpret it very, very, very differently than I think the original use and kind of guidelines set out to be. Like, it's different than what was intended for it to be. And I think a lot of people interpret stoicism through many different lenses. Like, they interpret it through a YouTuber interpreting another YouTuber who is interpreting a writer who is interpreting the original author who is interpreting the original thinker. Like, it has gone through so many different interpretations to come to this video you are watching on the internet about stoicism. And this person is telling you to push your feelings down because emotions will mess up your progress. Versus someone else talking about stoicism, talking about how it's about regulating your emotions and learning how to regulate your emotions. That is being stoic, not just not feeling anything. And we, in this world of hyperreality, we are in a world of hyperreality where our reality is now online. Like, our reality of our day-to-day lives is on here now, whether you want to see it as such or not. And I think it's very generational. But if you're younger than the age of 30, like, your reality, and there's the few outliers here and there, is your phone. We have stretched the concept of reality at this point so far that we are living in a hyper reality. And it's so just interesting as humans, we can take a concept and each interpret it so incredibly differently. It gets so far away from the original point that it's no longer the original point at all, but we still call it the original point. And it kind of brings me back to this idea of like Christianity and religion yet again, because I love fucking talking about religion. I just think it's so fucking fascinating. Like, it is really, really cool to me. More on like what it does to the human brain rather than like religion in and of itself. But with religion, there's all these different denominations of religion who are all interpreting the Bible so differently. What is right? Like, it gets to this point of like, where was the original thought of this book, the Bible, what was it meant to mean? Yes, everyone can have their own interpretations, but then it leads up to the question of what interpretation is correct. So morally, what are you following? This all leads back to my morals question. This is so... I need to be in a psychology class. Like, I need to talk to a person that is smarter than me about these fucking topics. And I need to have discussion with people that are like genuinely more intelligent than me, because I feel like I'm talking to myself in my comment, like even the comments too. Like, I'm so thankful for anyone that comments on my videos. I really do intake what you are saying and listen to what you're saying, because it's so fascinating. A lot of y'all are so much smarter than me and know so much more about this. And I'd love to learn from you guys. But this concept and like this idea of morality is just really throwing me for such a fucking loop in so many different ways, because this had me thinking about the stoicism thing, which then started having me think about like religion. And then if we think about like all the different factors of our society and like patriarchal lives that we live in, the patriarchy, yes, the foundation of it is still there, but is like the patriarchy, the original foundation, where we can't even like, we have to call the patriarchy something different at this point now. And even though the foundation is the same, the way it's interpreted is very differently. And maybe this is just us going backwards and we're seeing like what the original traditional times of patriarchy were. Maybe that's what it is right now. We're reverting back. Okay, take that point out. Sorry. I don't know why I even started to bring that up. My bad. Another thing I was thinking about is like feminism, for example. All the isms, honestly, out there. The isms and ologies and anities. Judaism's, yeah, that's an ism. Islamic, that was almost crazy for a second. It's just whose interpretation is correct, if there is a correct answer, or are all existing interpretations just correct because nothing's really real. Fuck. This is also, I'd like to say, the newest I have thought about a concept without being taught about it. The newest concept I've thought about without being taught beforehand. Like, not to say that I'm a fucking genius guy. I'm just kidding. No. I just this is kind of a cool moment because I looked up when this was founded, this idea, this concept creep idea. And it was 2016. I'm like, that was really recently. Like, this shit was very recently that we figured this out. And I think we're going to get even farther into it, like genuinely so much farther into it, with the idea of hyperreality. Like, we are now living not in the real world. Like, I know I already talked about the phone thing, and I talked about this in my authenticity video as well. We are watching people, we're trying to copy a version of someone's fake life and trying to replicate that as our own reality, and then getting disappointed when that reality does not match up to the original concept, which was fake to begin with. Like, we're romanticizing real life by trying to make our lives into fake ones. Like, it's so weird. And this next year, like, buckle the fuck up. We are entering such a weird reality of AI now that is going to make things very different. We're entering the world of like AI in social media, where influencers now, like, not that this wasn't a thing before, but companies are straight up just making videos of influencers talking about their products in podcast episodes that they weren't talking about the products in, like fully just changing the sound and what their voice and their lips are saying. That's crazy as fuck. We're going to hit so many technological advancements, and there is a lot of excitement. Like, I am excited to become more technologically advanced as a society because I think it will be cool. But how far away from our own reality will technology truly take us? Like, will we get a chip in our brain? Like, I hope the fuck not. I don't want that. I don't want a chip anywhere in me. I don't want anyone with a Neuralink. Like, fuck off. That's crazy and so scary. Like, and also it's a really interesting concept to think about when AI will virtually take over human reality. Like, the only thing that is different about humans and robots is the ability to feel, but they are able to create a version of like these robots that are replicating human emotion damn near perfectly. People are using ChatGPT as therapists now. I've had a friend tell me that she used it as a therapist. I get it's cheaper, y'all, but come the fuck on. Come the fuck on. Talk to some real human beings out there. Like, it's just scary to think about. But that's all I wanted to talk about today. It's a really interesting concept that I'm very intrigued by, but don't really have anyone to talk about this with. And I hope some of y'all can give me a little bit of insight if you know anything about this, because I find it so fascinating. It's so sick. It's such a sick idea. But yeah, that's all. Peace, love, and happiness. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.